Hello everybody, welcome to my retro game shelf, and today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make your own Sega Mega Drive or Genesis clamshells. This is especially useful if you have a few loose carts laying around, or if you happen to grab a few loose carts in a lot on eBay or something. Personally, I have no idea why anybody would throw away Mega Drive cases. It just seems silly really, but never mind. Okay, first thing you want to do is grab some spare cases. This can be easily done in either one of two ways. First off, you can either head to your local charity shops or Goodwill stores, depending on where you're from, whatever you want to call them, and check for cheap sports titles. Sports games for the Mega Drive and Genesis are extremely common, and it's always good to actually put these cases to some use. I mean, even the cartridge cases can even be used for replacements if you happen to damage one of your carts, or if you need to replace a Japanese cartridge casing with a PAL North American one. So you could even do that. The second option is eBay. Head to eBay and find a seller who's selling spare Mega Drive cases. That's what I did. I bought some spare cases from a UK based seller with no hassle at all. Bought them, sent them next day, and they got all fine, no damage at all. You must keep in mind though that the cases may differ. The cases I received were the post 1996 cases with the little catch on top of the hanger so it can clip down onto it. I do recommend you find these cases because they are the better cases than the earlier ones because of this feature. I mean, it saves you from cutting off the hanger or snapping it off and damaging the case really. They're also thinner than the older cases, so you have more room on your shelves, which is always nice, especially for me, which I've already run out of shelf space. And once you've got hold of some spare cases, you'll need to search the internet for a resource that archives Mega Drive or Genesis covers. There's plenty out there, so make sure you use Google to check around, see what you can find. There's loads out there. Once you've found the cover that you're after, you'll have to download the image and open it up in your favourite image manipulation program. Personally, I used Photoshop, and everybody should use Photoshop, but that's personal opinion. Now you'll need to make sure the image is the correct dimensions for the case. This is the tough part, but I've managed myself to get near exact measurements for the cases, at least the post 1996 cases, but I think they're the same size as the earlier cases. But I haven't checked, but they should be. Right, now the sizes you need to remember for the dimensions of the artwork are 760 pixels by 483 pixels, which in real measurements is 26.81 centimeters by 17.04 centimeters, or 10.556 inches by 6.708 inches. Got that? Good. Next, you'll want to make sure that you print it on the exact size on a piece of A4 paper. I made the fatal mistake of allowing my printer to do all the hard work for me, and it scaled up the cover to fit the entire page and ultimately didn't fit correctly in the case, and I wasted a ton of ink. For me personally, to get around this, I had to open up the image in Photoshop and print it through Photoshop to force it to keep its original dimensions. But that's only how I got around it. I mean, your printer may give you the option to print the exact dimensions of the image and not scale it up to the page, but mine didn't. Don't know why, but it didn't. Now I would recommend you use glossy photo paper for printing on, as opposed to regular paper, because regular paper will give you a murky or washed out sort of look to the cover. I mean, the example I'm showing here, I used regular paper, and at the end I will show you an image of a comparison shot between Arrow Flash, which I've got a proper copy of, and the curse cover that I printed off myself, and you will be able to see the differences. They're subtle, but they are there. So glossy paper is best for a proper looking finish. I mean, it's not a must, but you can tell the difference on the shelf when the real cover art is next to regular paper, really. And once you've done all this, make sure you cut it out correctly, pop it in the case, stick the cartridge in, stick it on your shelf, and then admire your handiwork. And that's pretty much it. A useless sports title put to good use, or a useless empty case put to good use. And here is the image I was talking about earlier. As you can see, the real cover is more vibrant and it shows more colours. You can mainly tell from the quality and the colour of the MegaDrive image at the top. And that's really it, just a quick tutorial on making the most of spare cases, keeping your loose cartridges in your spare cases, and printing out covers. Not much more I can say, really. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful and provided a little bit of information for you. Follow me on Twitter if you want, at Razor792. Visit my website at retrogameshelf.com, which I'm going to upload more reviews on because I haven't done any in a long time. But that's it for now. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.